Welcome back, Patriots and friends worldwide. So, I had a shitty day. I ended up tripping on a slab of concrete, and I broke my phone, but it still works. It's just the bottom part, like where the touch screen is. Like all the other touchscreen stuff works above the bottom part, like this is like the bottom part, but everything else like I can touch and it works, but it's just the bottom row that I it's like I have to use my S Pen, and then it'll read it, which is kind of weird. It's like, how does that even work? Because I tripped and I had my phone in my hand and I used it to kind of brace my fall. I jacked up my knee, which hurts really bad right now. I don't know. It is what it is, right? But this works. Like, I can't use my fingers to use those options at the bottom, like the main menu, but it only works if I use the pen. Still hurts. Still hurts. But yeah, so we got news that our duly elected president has tested for the Rona. This was his latest video.
I want to begin by thanking all of the incredible medical professionals, the doctors, the nurses, everybody at Walter Reed Medical Center. I think it's the finest in the world for the incredible job they've been doing. I came here, wasn't feeling so well. I feel much better now. We're working hard to get me all the way back. I have to be back because we still have to make America great again. We've done an awfully good job of that. But we still have steps to go, and we have to finish that job. And I'll be back. I think I'll be back soon. And I look forward to finishing up the campaign the way it was started and the way we've been doing, and the kind of numbers that we've been doing. We've been so proud of it. But this was something that happened, and it's happened to millions of people all over the world, and I'm fighting for them, not just in the U.S. I'm fighting for them all over the world. We're going to beat this coronavirus, or whatever you want to call it, and we're going to beat it soundly. So many things have happened. If you look at the therapeutics, which I'm taking right now, some of them, and others are coming out soon that are looking like
HCQ.
Frankly, they're miracles. If you want to know the truth, they're miracles. People criticize me when I say that, but we have things happening that look like they're miracles coming down from God. So I just want to tell you that I'm starting to feel good. You don't know over the next period of a few days. I guess that's the real test. So we'll be seeing what happens over those next couple of days. I just want to be so thankful for all of the support I've seen, whether it's on television or reading about it. I most of all appreciate what's been said by the American people, by almost a bipartisan consensus of American people. It's a beautiful thing to see, and I very much appreciate it, and I won't forget it. Promise you that. I also want to thank the leaders of the world for their condolences, and they know what we're going through. They know what, as your leader, what I have to go through. But I had no choice because I just didn't want to stay in the White House. I was given that alternative. stay in the White House, lock yourself in, don't ever leave, don't even go to the Oval Office. Just stay upstairs and enjoy it. Don't see people, don't talk to people, and just be done with it. And I can't do that. I had to be out front, and this is America. This is the United States. This is the greatest country in the world. This is the most powerful country in the world. I can't be locked up in a room upstairs and totally safe and just say, hey, whatever happens, happens. I can't do that. We have to confront problems. As a leader, you have to confront problems. There's never been a great leader that would have done that. So that's where it is. I'm doing well. I want to thank everybody. Our First Lady is doing very well. Melania asked me to say something as to the respect that she has for our country, the love that she has for our country. And we're both doing well. Melania is really handling it very nicely. As you've probably read, she's slightly younger than me, just a little tiny bit. And therefore, just we know the disease, we know the situation with age versus younger people. And Melania is handling it statistically like it's supposed to be handled. And that makes me very happy, and it makes the country very happy. But I'm also doing well, and I think we're going to have a very good result. Again, over the next few days, we're going to probably know for sure. So I just want to thank everybody out there, everybody, all over the world, specifically the United States. The outpouring of love has been incredible. I will never forget. Thank you very much.
So there you go. Our duly elected president is doing very well. And so is FLOTUS. Godspeed. Oops. Here's just another video. FLOTUS tripping with her heels, you know. POTUS saves her. Save the First Lady. Salute the troops. Best president ever. President Trump has Mark Meadows hand out chocolates to supporters outside of Walter Reed.
Think of the chocolate kisses going out to supporters, okay? Because I think bad situations, Raymond, right? Tragedies, difficulties, hardship, you really see what people are made of.
I agree.
And we had a president who decided America has to continue. We can't lose the country because of a virus. We have to go back to living with precautions. And he did. He's the ultimate essential employee for the United States.
He's been sensible about COVID, but not overreacting. And when he emerges from this, not only will he garner great sympathy, but people will look to him and say, look, he went through this and he's continuing to work. And the other canard that's been blown away in all this, Laura, remember the stories that Donald Trump...
Oops. What? No. Just by seeing chat logs' name, no. If y'all don't know who Jack Posobiec is, he's a fraud. when we got CNN jackass Jim Acosta post typical narcissistic tweet as President Trump leaves the White House to Walter Reed. Trump did not stop for questions. Yeah, he doesn't have to answer your questions, you dumbass. We'll fight for you. You fought for us, now we'll fight for you. Laura Ingraham opens show with the very movement tribute to President Trump as he enters Walter Reed Hospital. And again, I have the biggest crush on Laura Ingraham. I don't know why. She's just hot. Let's take a look.
Everything you need to know about the president's prognosis, and we're going to lay out exactly how he's being treated. And if you've been watching us from the start of this pandemic, you know that this is insight you will not get anywhere else on television tonight. And Raymond Arroyo has sifted through some of the more disappointing and the ugliest commentary following the president's diagnosis. We expose it, and including the worst offenders ahead. But first, the president keeps fighting. That's the focus of tonight's angle. Now, lots of things were going through my mind today and tonight, and I've decided to do something a little different. I'm just going to share kind of my feelings and my thoughts on this day. Now, I've been part of the conservative movement since really the mid-1980s when I was in college. And I have never, ever seen the American people respond to a candidate with such an outpouring of affection as they do for Donald Trump, for the First Lady, and for his entire family.
Don't say that, I'll start to cry, and that wouldn't be good for my image.
The first Trump rally that I ever attended was 2 nights before the last election in 2016 in the fairgrounds at Leesburg, Virginia. Now, this was an event that was, I guess it was thrown together kind of at the last minute. And it was the last stop in a 5-state, one-day swing for the campaign. Now, not many people thought that Donald Trump would win back then, especially in the increasingly liberal Commonwealth of Virginia. But nevertheless, they came out. And I'm talking thousands and thousands of people waited hours and hours. They were trudging through this very cold night over this dirt road to get to this fairgrounds when they knew only, I think, about 2,000 people could get into the little pavilion that was there. And they waited until midnight when Donald Trump finally arrived. And I've never seen anything like it. I knew that night that he would win. I said so. And I knew it was something very special. Those people in Virginia, back then, they were making a statement, taking a stand for the country they loved. Now, the president, he's never gotten much credit for how much love and how much admiration he's inspired among his millions of supporters. And I think sometimes we all get wrapped up in what I do for a living. You get wrapped up in watching every moment of cable television or reading every tweet or everything on social media. And you would think that to read some of this, that Donald Trump has only triggered anger and resentment, especially over the last 6 months. But for millions of us, millions of you, he's been a champion for the middle class. He's been a champion for working families like the family I came from in New England. And those people hadn't seen much of a real wage increase since about the year 2000. And then Trump came along. You see, for about 30 years, conservatives were promised so much by so many politicians, and too many of them just failed to deliver. But on issue after issue, he has delivered, whether we're talking about fighting for the steel workers in Pennsylvania, or taking on China and trade negotiations, or enforcing the border, bringing our troops home, fighting for peace in the Middle East, been nominated for 3 Nobel Prizes, and standing up for life. He's already achieved an enormous amount for us, and he says he's just getting started. The idea in the end, right, behind this thought, this understanding of democracy, is that voters, through elections, can actually make a difference. They can change policy. And Trump's America First agenda did change policy, and it's a real threat. It's a threat to the globalists who've amassed enormous power and fortunes on the backs of the American workers. Many of those people who are opposing Trump today, the really wealthy ones, the real connected ones, they've bet big on China. And so naturally, they're fiercely fighting against Trump's reelection. Yet the president's undeterred. You think about how much he's endured in the 5 years since he came down that golden escalator announcing his presidential run. He's come under investigation. He's been unlawfully surveilled. They impeached him. They tried to convict him. He's been accused of pretty much everything from treason to racism to fascism to xenophobia. This is someone I've known for 20 years. And I'll tell you, none of it is true. None of it. He and his family have been vindicated time and time again, while his accusers have never been held to account for the lies and the false charges they keep leveling. Yet despite all this, despite all that he's gone through, and now, of course, as a positive COVID patient, he's never stopped working day and night to achieve a stronger, more prosperous, more secure America for millions and millions of you who thought you had been left behind. So watching Donald Trump walk to Marine One tonight on the way to Walter Reed, it was very emotional for so many of us who've seen him as, you know, the indispensable man in the fight for us to maintain our freedoms and our way of life. And I know President Trump isn't Catholic, but in our faith, today is the Feast of Guardian Angels. It's an important feast day, and I know that the faithful all across America are praying fervently for his speedy recovery, and those angels are watching over him tonight. So while you're recovering, Mr. President, don't worry. We'll take up the slack, because you fought for us, and do not fear for a moment, because now we're going to fight for you. And that's the angle. We now want to focus on the medical questions behind the president.
Can you see why I have a crush on her? She's just so hot. And very intelligent and articulate with her words, and she's absolutely correct on everything she said. 10 days of darkness, folks. 10 days. Come on, Midnight Riders. This is when we need to mount up. Put out as much information as we could without getting censored, because everybody's getting censored at the moment. That right there is what us digital soldiers need to do. Pick up on the little things and report the real facts and news, and just try to make them go viral. And then I'm gonna show some bad stuff, dude.
On a scale of 1 to 10, is this your favorite or most favorite October surprise in the history of electoral politics? For me personally, I think it ranks pretty high up there, but, you know, love to hear your thoughts. So just a quick question. On a scale of 1 to 10, is this your favorite or most favorite October surprise in the history of electoral?
So there's people out there that are like excited that our duly elected president has the Rona. Why? What? I hope you get the Rona, dude. How about that? And then I'll make a video about me saying that to you. You dumbass. Sorry. I'm not sorry, actually. It's like, are you the type of person that's gonna wish something ill on your, like, oh, I don't like this person, so I hope they die? You know? Like, come on, dude. These people are freaking insane. MAGA girl agrees. Right, MAGA girl? That's why MAGA girl's pointing her out. Like, look at this crazy person. Oops. Oh wow, okay, this is from earlier today. I guess there's way more. Alright, let's take a look. What's my timeage? Okay. I got about like 8 minutes. Peaceful Black Lives Matter Antifa goons hurl explosives at Seattle police.
Failure to disperse could subject you to the arrest and potentially subject you to the use of munitions, chemical agents, any impact devices, or committing acts of violence.
Come on, dude.
Welcome to Seattle, y'all.
Guys, my shoe fell off.
Keep moving, keep moving. They're right behind you.
Keep walking.
Sorry. Get out! Dude, I got that one.
Hey, if you lost your job, you better chill out. I'm trying to tell you, dude. You need to chill out, Colt. We got you in particular. I really hope you reevaluate what type of brutality you're doing, Colt. Colt, go back to the hit with it. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, look,
We got a bunch of people. We got a bunch of people who've been maced.
Yellow Patrol, and he got a whole lot of weird footage, dude. He needs to chill out. It's a legal thing. If you got any respect for a fellow officer, you better tell him to chill out, dude. Colt, you're going too hard.
Drag stick, hold. hiding, Colt. Police right here, police. Get out! Get out! Get out! I want to be a little faster. They're coming right up. Be careful. I hear you. I want to see in the middle. Sorry. Just like intimidate you! They ain't shit!
There you go, folks. I guess Seattle has finally had enough, dude. They're like, move. Get out of here. No more protesting, dude. They're fucking slamming down on these people now. You're donezo. They should have done that like months ago. But no, these stupid Democrat governors, puppets, just let it happen. But now people are fed up. They've had enough. No, you're destroying our city. Why aren't you doing anything about it? Well, now they are. They're gonna be dealt with. Alright. That's all I have for you tonight. And this is just daily news. Thank you. God bless you all. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Whatever. Not that anybody watches my videos, dude. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you. Till the next one. You have a good night. Or a good morning. Because it's morning. God bless. Thank you.